Welcome to Road to Christmas. Okay, and we're back. Now, I've got about 2 pounds of asparagus, organic asparagus, white onion, already in a bag. And what I'm going to do is marinate these asparagus overnight, or maybe a couple of nights. And once you do, you pour them into a nice little glass and lay them out neatly and bake them for about 40 minutes at 360, and all your work is done. Now, I was saying before, I do very few difficult dishes at Christmas time. And it was my suggestion to you, if you agree, to do the same, because there's a lot to be done, and it's best that we try to use the quickest methods we possibly can to get something done. Now, we're going to start with this marinade, half a cup of water, okay? And we're going to put in 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. Let's take this off. We can get 1 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. Looks like a lot, doesn't it? And we're going to take a half a teaspoon of white pepper. There we go. You probably can't see it, but I see it going in. Now, you can always add a little extra when you get ready to put it into the oven. So don't worry about, did I put enough of this, did I put enough of that. We're going to take about a teaspoon or so of salt. We're going to take a teaspoon of oyster sauce. But let's go to the sesame seeds. We'll come back to that. We're going to take about a teaspoon of sesame seed oil, if you can see that. Okay. We're going to put that in. We're going to take a teaspoon of mirin. This is sake, but it's sweetened sake. Traditional Japanese sweetened sake. Okay. We're going to take a teaspoon of that. It's sweet. Now add a little sweet flavor because we're dealing with asparagus. I'm going to put a couple of them in there. And you can adjust my recipe to your own, whatever you think your taste are or your family likes. Be careful though, because I always warn my children, make the recipe as it is first before you start trying to alter it, because you may find that the combinations really work. And what we're doing now is we're going to do a tablespoon of Bragg's. So now we're going to do a tablespoon and a teaspoon. Now, remember, don't put too much salt because Bragg's can be salty. I'm going to show you what that looks like. Bragg's liquid amino. You can use this in place of soy sauce, but sometimes it can be salty. But we've got like almost 2 to 3 pounds of asparagus here, and I think you can take it. So we're going to do something that's really hard. It's very simple. Just going to pour it right on top. That's it. Make sure you fasten it really well. That's very important, because what you're going to do every now and again is that you are going to shake this thing upside down. Let's check before we do that. You're going to move it around, shake it around. Every now and again you come back through and you shake this around. Now, when you get ready to bake it, you put a little oil on top of it, or a little butter, or a little ghee, and then put another piece of foil on top of that. Bake it at 160 for about 40 minutes, or to your tendencies. Check after 20 minutes, check. Okay? Because some people like theirs very soft, some people not so much. So you bake yours the way you like to eat it. So you can see how it's covering that. By the time you get this out in a day or two, those little flecks of peppers are going to be all everywhere. It's going to be quite yummy. Okay. On to the next one. And the oyster sauce. You're going to have to add that to the bag. because that adds a lot of flavor and we don't want to forget about that. So, there you have it.